Alright. Alright, everybody. Good morning, and welcome back to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. We are trying something different today. We are streaming like we've usually been, but as we discussed over the weekend, I am making my first effort to simultaneously stream to both Twitch and YouTube gaming. So, I've done a rudimentary setup of a Twitch account, and I'm doing simultaneous streaming with a service called Restream.io, where I actually stream to the Restream servers, and then it broadcasts simultaneously to the two platforms. So I have a multi-chat up too, so if you want to talk to me either from YouTube or from Twitch, either one of those things ought to work. So, that being said, those of you who've been following me on YouTube, if you want what I consider to be a much better, more responsive streaming and chat experience, feel free to pop over to Twitch and watch there instead. It's twitch.tv/TARVIS79. Otherwise, of course, no problem staying on YouTube and just doing what we've been doing. We are back to Fallout New Vegas. It's early Tuesday morning, so we're on the sort of standard main game schedule here. And we're in the Honest Hearts expansion, and we just reached the Virgin River. We're on Joshua Graham's first little series of 3 quests where he sends us out to get a bunch of supplies from various places around Zion. So, let's go ahead and get started. Well, let me check my uplink strength. Okay, yeah, everything looks good. Awesome. So for the Virgin River landmark itself, the only thing there really is this boat out here in the center. So, let's just find a way to jump in here and loot it right quick. I don't think there are really any goodies to find besides the first aid box and combat knife. So let me just look around. Make sure I've got everything I want out of this little crossroads, and from what I can see, all there really is these 2 little honey mesquites. And we'll head back to the old Rockville Bridge now. Oh. Or not. Seems there are enemies nearby. Maybe we can go now. Yes, excellent. Oh, that's a dead horse, bro. Well, we'll kill him anyway. Loot and experience and all that. It's nice to finally have someone running. Makes all the sneaking I have to do much, much easier. Alright, so now we do want to swing over here to the east. That campsite we can see, which I believe is on our map as an ant burrow.
That compass thing always knows where north is, huh? Even if it can't see the stars?
Well, we bagged a green gecko, and then the Yaogwai bailed pretty hard. Good morning, Tim. Nice to see you. Thanks for the message. I can see that we are up and running on YouTube, and that the multi-chat service is working. That's all good news. Anyway, good morning. Thank you for joining me. Now, I am not sure where that current caution sign is coming from. We're hidden now, so everything should be fine. I don't want to wander too far off the direction I was trying to go. Good morning, Orchid. Yes, you did. I've been up for less than 10 minutes. All you missed was me clearing out that boat over there in the Eastern Virgin and then traveling back here. There's that Yaogwai. Figured he'd be back eventually. Yeah, so since people were coming in, I said this at the very, very beginning before anyone was watching, but as we discussed over the weekend, hey Valentine, what's up? Nice to see you. As we discussed over the weekend, this is my,
Look sharp. Lots of giant ants around here. We call them picnic killers. Don't really know what that means. Something from back when, I guess.
Morning, Machine Gunner. Good to see you, too. As we discussed last weekend, this is the first stream I've done that's going simultaneously to Twitch and YouTube Gaming. I'm using a service called Restream.io that seems to be working really well, so if you're interested in what I consider to be a superior streaming and chat platform, feel free to head over and watch on Twitch, or feel free to stick with YouTube, whatever works for you. I've got a multi-chat platform set up, so I get any chat message that comes to either platform consolidated into a nice little window, so everything seems to be working just fine, which I am pretty thrilled about. Fuck you. Actually, let me try my hunting rifle. These guys are a little bit too strong for the old rat slayer. I at least want to hit this first shot. Come on. There we go. What did I even hit with the second shot? I don't know. There's no point in using one of my good bullets if it's not going to do any damage. Which it kind of isn't if I don't get a sneak attack, so... That's what I'm talking about. As you can see, he has already killed some giant ants. So we'll loot those as well. What is this guy doing? I wasn't going to be able to punch him in the water, so that's why I did the gunshot.
Must have been nice. When Zion was friendly enough, folks could make camp wherever they pleased, and not worry about whitelegs and deadly critters.
And that's the Virgin Fork campground. That isn't quite what I wanted to do first. Let me swing over here to the north. Machine Gunner, my Twitch is just twitch.tv/TARVIS79. Oh, hold on.
Whoa! Here we go!
We've got a rad scorpion. Ooh, and a giant mantis. Oh, that was still a nymph. Real deal is going to be even bigger if we ever find one. Good morning, Lone Wonder. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. That's another bridge. Don't need to tackle that yet.
The spitter plants and the green monster men aren't native to Zion. Wonder where they came from.
Good morning, Keck Snack. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Here we go! Ha!
And we don't want to go too far up this path yet. You heard him talk about spitter plants and green monster men. There are, he's talking about spore carriers, which come from the Mojave, from a place called Vault 22, which we will head to eventually, but I think we can...
Like the shadow.
Circle up and finish clearing out this path, which is nice. Morning, Karis. Nice to see you. Not too much is up. I've been telling people, although for the moment at least everybody's still on YouTube, and that's fine. As we discussed over the weekend, I've set up simultaneous streaming to YouTube and Twitch, so it's on. We're live on both platforms, and I have a multi-chat installed, so you can talk to me from either platform and I'll get the message. I don't particularly care which one you use, just as long as you stick with me. Either one works for me. BBS Monkey, good morning. Thank you for joining me. Nice to see you.
So I finally get to explore all those taboo places without the other scouts yelling at me? Can't wait.
Alright, let's finish gathering up this plant life. More over here, but I'm actually trying to find the ant burrow. You know, it's not a big deal. It's not even like we can actually enter it. It's literally just a location that gets registered on our map, but I'd like to make sure I find the actual spot anyway. Just because I'm mildly obsessive like that. As anyone who's stuck with me for any period of time knows very well. Alright, sounds like we got geckos over here. Yes. And a dog. Oh. Well, he was already dead. Oh, but we have coyotes. Those bodies in just a minute. Or now. Where were they? Over here. Alright. I'll just fast travel to it since the enemies are all cleared out. Ah, there it is. Uh-oh.
me.
Where is he? Fuck you, buddy. That's what I'm saying. Mantis Gauntlet. Not nearly as strong. Bonus critical chance, though. Probably not worth it. Got to love respawns, don't you? Come in right behind you. What's this one? Oh, it's a bark scorpion. Good night. Are we good now? No, we're still in caution mode. That's a little annoying. I do like that they actually added some weather effects for Honest Hearts. It's neat that it rains, even if the graphical prowess of the engine is unimpressive, to put it mildly. Where the hell were those gunshots? Oh, Jesus Christ. This respawn rate is absurd.
I'm going to need a healer.
Meanwhile, Follows Chalk continues to routinely take it upon himself to start fights alone.
Never stood a chance, did they?
That's where you're wrong, bucko. Especially if you keep charging in to fight them without me. Jesus. Alright, just want to see if we can get to the campground without aggroing anything else, please. Mostly because I'm starting to run out of carry weight. So let's zip up here. I saw a few more, a couple more banana yuccas I hadn't harvested yet. I can't get over running around Zion in the spacesuit with the power fist. I just think it's hysterical. Alright, Virgin Fork Campground. What do you have for me? Anything besides a bunch of worthless junk? I might actually need to sleep. I haven't done it since I got here. Oh, look, the need to sleep is disabled, apparently. Go figure. I guess...
Feels good to be doing some actual scouting, not just following.
I guess maybe the need to sleep only remains active in the main game. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I'm not about to complain. Alright, let me lose a little weight. We'll come back for that. And let's go have an offload. Back to base.
Welcome back.
See, he doesn't really have his cap supply restored. That's cool. I can sell him a couple of things at least. repair everything I'm actually using. Oh, now I can sell some more stuff. That's good. Outstanding. Yeah, that turned out pretty well. What kind of stuff are you going to craft with all the stuff you collect? Eventually, you know, towards the end of the game, when my giant pile is collected, I'm going to try to get all the various crafting achievements. So I'm going to look through and see what I can get. I'm going to craft a lot of, once my survival and science skills are maxed out, I'm going to start crafting consumables for buffing too. I mean, I can get some okay stuff right now. Science is around 75 and survival's a little above 50, but most of the really good stuff you have to have the skills max, so that's kind of what I'm waiting for before I seriously start crafting on a regular basis. Alright, so this is the stuff I'm holding on to, so let's keep the firebomb. The rest of this is just for sale. Am I gonna do all the GRA achievements as well? Not all of them. I mean, I'm certainly not gonna do like the really obscure ones, like killing Mr. House with one of the golf clubs. Definitely not going to get the oh, I forget the name of it, but whatever the one is that you get for cannibalizing like all four of the major faction leaders. Like we'll do most of them, but we'll probably leave out those more extreme ones. Mainly because I'm not actually going to want to kill those guys for the most part. Alright, there we go. Virgin Fork Campground is cleared out. Let's stay on alert. There's something down here. Oh, it's just a coyote. Now we're ready to go over here and tackle this bridge, which I believe is the East Fork Bridge. Seems like stuff is always respawning. Just kind of hope the white legs don't do it. Respawned critters I can handle, but yes, here is the East Fork Bridge. Mantis over there, so let's deal with that.
There can't really be a plan. They give away all their money just to watch someone flip paper squares on a table. Got anything?
Oh, that
Bigger I can fight with?
that's a giant one, so we gotta be careful. They might always respawn, but you get a fat bit of experience from every kill in Zion. No, that's true. That's one of the great things about Honest Hearts. Like, everything's worth 50 experience points. Close to it, anyway.
Like the shadow of a ghost.
Damn, that mantis hit me hard. Alright. Let's see, I want these honey mesquites too. Let's get those, and well, looks like we're gonna have to fast travel to get back up, but that's fine. That's just fine. Let me take just a second to look at our my strength. Oh, good. Uplink is nice and solid. Ride the Scorpion up the pole. 45 or well, 50 base, but if you took the skilled trait like I did, then it's 45 with the 10% reduction. Yao Guai Cave. Oh, we'll do that in a little bit. Not my top priority. We'll head over here first. If memory serves, this is a dead end.
That's Pine Creek up there. Supposedly, it's one of only 2 ways out of Zion Valley. Of course, without a map, good luck surviving.
We get a map marker here. I think that's about all we get, but that's alright. still wanted after all. Well, whether you're on Twitch, my very first ever Twitch stream, or if you're one of my old stalwarts from YouTube, I just want to thank you very much for being here. I'm pretty consistently amazed at the number of you that choose to spend your very early morning hours with me. I mean, it's when I'm free to do this, and I like doing it, so I do. But having live viewers even at 5 o'clock in the morning is a pretty great feeling. So thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate it. Alright. Yeah, there's nothing to do here but register it on the map, so let's duck down to the stream bed now. There's nothing here either, so we'll just fast travel back to the East Fork Bridge. Well, I feel like I should probably always be in sneak mode considering the respawn rate. Okay. With that little aside taken care of, now it's time to deal with the Algwai Cave. Stay in sneak mode since I see a hostile somewhere up there.
Feels good to be doing some actual scouting, not just following.
I was hoping to try and snipe whatever it is, but I can't see it. No worries, into the cave. I usually like to go left first. I see no reason not to continue that. Get some cave fungus as we go. Well, now I hear the Algwai. Some of them. It might be more accurate to say. I don't like being forced to swim. It fucks up my sneaking.
Like the shadow of a ghost.
Alright, good. Right or left? Well, let's go left again. But that is now taking me up. And into what appears to be a dead end. Looks like it. That really looks like it's like supposed to be an exit. They just forgot to program it in. Oh well, no worries. Let's go this way. You wait here, because there's
Sure. Okay.
There's one thing I've learned, it's that his sneaking leaves a lot to be desired. What the hell? Thank you.
Gotcha!
Alright, not bad.
Right behind.
Go ahead and follow me again.
That compass thing always knows where north is, huh? Even if it can't see the stars?
Well, there's 3 Yaoguai cubs. That's all that's in here. At least all I can see. Now let's head this way. Yeah, back through here, and I guess just all the way back out. That appears to be it. Well, not much to that cave, was there? I guess we can try these other 2 little forks, but I don't anticipate finding much in either of them. I think my chat might be frozen. Oh well. Uplink is still good, so that's what matters. We'll exit back out to Zion Valley. All right. Oh look, it's another dead horse. Really? Why can't I hit him? I just need that sneak crit, but it's not gonna give it to me. Oh well. Alright, let's just drop down. I think he's heading this way anyway. Oh, nope, he quit. He stopped moving.
There can't really be a place where people go into big buildings and give away all their money just to watch someone flip paper squares on a table.
That didn't do anything. There we go. I'm guessing that one was a miss. Yeah, let me reboot my chat app. I'm pretty sure it's frozen.
like the shadow of a ghost.
Alright, come on. This is getting annoying. Oh shit, now he's on land. Let's just go punch him. That's always easy mode. Just punch him. Gunfire says probably white legs. Chat's working now, BBS. It was frozen. But I'm back. Oh, by the way, welcome from Twitch. You're the first person who's ever spoken to me from Twitch, so thanks for being here. Alright. All that done. So we got a green gecko over here. And he's actually in the direction I want to head anyway, so... I didn't realize I'm getting kinda low on 556 ammo and I'm not really finding any resupplies. Oh well. Crouching underwater, LOL. Hey, it's Fallout logic, what are you gonna do? Last game made with the illustrious old Gamebryo engine. Before Bethesda finally retooled and made the creation engine for Skyrim. Really beating that dead horse. Yes, I suppose I was.
Gotcha!
Oh, come on.
Here.
There are a few things that bother me more than the game having me hit one of my allies from in vats. Oh well, not much you can do. Fuck you, buddy. Yeah, that is one of the nice things about Honest Hearts. You see even the weak versions of enemies, like the Zion Mantis nymphs and the young green geckos and the Yaoguai cubs. Even those weak versions of the monsters are still worth the full 50 base experience points. We will gain many levels before we leave Zion, which is pretty great. Because I like being strong. This game's difficulty curve is implemented better than Fallout 3's too. Getting stronger actually feels like getting stronger for most of the game. Alright, the burial mounds. This is what I was looking for. Next little location along our merry way. Not a whole lot here, just the decor, I guess you could say. We might be able to loot that pot if we can get to it. Is that sacrilegious? Maybe. Do I care? Obviously not. Can we get to that one? Yes. wonder if there's a good way to get... Oh, that one's... I thought that was an intact one up there, but it wasn't. There I was, struggling to jump up there, and I didn't even need to. A couple more over here. Actually, good bit of stuff. Kind of surprised. Alright, back to the river.
The spitter plants and the green monster men aren't native to Zion. Wonder where they came from. Like the shadow of a ghost.
I believe this should be another new location. Windwall Docks. And as with so many of the locations we've explored on this run, it's very empty. The dock itself doesn't really seem to have anything, except just some plant life growing nearby. Alright, there's a mantis. Well, that was a fail, but it was absolutely my fault because I didn't take the time to go for a headshot. Where is it? The mantis go? I do the gambling glitch in Fallout 1 and get the Enclave power armor in Fallout in the beginning in Fallout 2. Is it really a glitch? I mean, you take the time to invest in your gambling skill, and it pays off and you're able to win money. Unless you're talking about something I'm unaware of. But I do realize that easy mode in Fallout 1 is to boost your gambling skill and then get a boatload of money as soon as you get to the first gambling zone. We'll go up here in a minute.
That compass thing always knows where north is, huh? Even if it can't see the stars?
Alright, let's roll down here now. Clear out this riverbed because there's another separate dock location around this corner that we can discover. Clear water docks. Well, that was unfortunate for you, mole rat pup. We're actually ready to progress a little bit. This building up here near the docks is the Zion Fishing Lodge, the second of the 3 locations Joshua actually sent us to get supplies. What the hell? Oh. We just killed a giant rat with Rat Slayer. Oddly poetic. Let's go ahead and take a drink right quick, just to stave off dehydration. Now we'll make for the fishing lodge. A 100,000 caps in 15 minutes probably isn't something Black Isle programmed in. Well, I mean, they did program it in, but they probably didn't
Like the shadow of a ghost.
intend for it to be as easy as it is. That's certainly true.
Bet they don't have anything as nasty as Yao Guai out where you come from, huh?
Well, there aren't any Yaogwai in the Mojave, but there are Deathclaws follows. Would you like to go meet one of them?
The chance, did they?
This part of the game already just feels really good. You remember at the very beginning when we were terrified of rad scorpions because all we had was our plinky little varmint rifle and we couldn't destroy them? I just sprint right to them and uppercut them. It kills them in one hit. It feels pretty good. There we go. Alright, the Zion Fishing Lodge. What the hell? Whatever that was just disappeared. Guess I won't complain too much, but it does seem a little strange. One punch. Oh yeah. We were playing, a little bit ago, we were playing End of Zoe from Resident Evil 7 over on the YouTube channel. We were just talking about how that is Resident Evil at its absolute campiest, which is 100% true, but God, there's just something really, really fun about killing a bunch of molded with your with your bare fists. One Punch Joe. Alright. Well, this all looks like it's an actual path to somewhere else, so I just wanna... Well, maybe not.
Way I heard it, salt upon wounds butchered everyone in New Canaan and nailed their corpses to the cliffs.
It's pretty brutal if it's true. I'm going to collect that guy's power fist. It's going to be a serious weapon upgrade for me. All that way for just a couple of banana yuccas? I guess so. Dead Island lets you go like that, judo chopping zombies. Huh, well, that actually sounds fun. I heard Dead Island was terrible and everybody hated it, but it can't be that bad if you can judo chop zombies, right? Alright, good. Okay. Now, fishing lodge. Well, almost. Gotta circle around this side of it too, just to make sure we've got everything. This expansion doesn't really seem to reward thorough exploration quite as profoundly as the rest of the game does, but good lord with the respawns, are you for real? I was just over here and this area was clear. Oh well. Oh, Keck, I plan to. I am playing
Whoa.
light armor.
Here we go! Gotcha!
Yeah, and you couple the high DT with the bonus critical chance. Joshua Graham's armor is fantastic. Oh.
Why do you carry all those bottle caps anyway? They jangle like crazy.
Follows, we've been over this. Do you really have to keep asking the same questions? Everything respawns. And I'm not gonna complain too much. I'm as big a fan of free experience points as the next guy, but still. I was literally just here. Everybody done now? We good? No more shenanigans, I hope. Ooh, wow. Okay, I thought that was more stuff than it actually was. Might be a good thing. Disappearing stuff was despawning to respawn again. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that is exactly what we saw happening. Alright, here's the fishing lodge.
Like the shadow of a ghost.
A useful command for follows. Stop talking. Yeah, no kidding. Looks like we got geckos.
I remember, the dead horses have thought that places of the old world were taboo. Doesn't look so spooky to me.
Alright, I think that's everything. So he is the mule of Fallout. You know, I've never used Mule as a follower for any length of time, so I wouldn't know for sure, but if her shtick is she incessantly repeats the same lines of dialogue every 2 minutes or so, then yeah, most definitely, that's exactly what he is. Gun cabinet. Patriots cookbook and a couple of pre-war books. And here I was hoping for a skill book, not a magazine. Oh well. Clear these tables. Oh, probably gonna hit my limit here. Fission battery, scrap electronics. Yes. That's everything I can carry, so we need to go do an offload. We've already explored about half of Zion. Uh-oh. New Vegas just crashed. But see, this is the beauty of a stream. I don't have to worry about the video integrity getting fucked up. I can just go right ahead and restart. I'd hate someone to get frozen in time while somebody put 4 brackets with 95 in them on my crotch. That thing has to be one of the worst deaths ever. Yeah, I'm gonna say you're right about that one. There's Joshua. Let me get rid of everything I want to hold on to. I don't think I have any need to hold on to pre-war books. Nope. Drinking glasses are useless. Ooh, a Cazador poison gland. That's new. First one of those I've found. Stash the cue ball. Alright. There we go. Now, let's get my gear repaired.
Welcome back.
Looking at Rat Slayer, Spacesuit, and the Power Fist. Let's make back the caps we just spent. More or less. And stash the rest of the stuff. awesome.
Like the shadow of a
Back to it.
ghost.
Man, that's by far the biggest relief about the stream format. I can't even tell you. I used to be so panicked about crashes because whenever I was just recording a video, you know, the video would be all corrupted, so I'd have to backtrack to the start to wherever I had begun the recording episode. That's if I had the presence of mind to keep the original save file, which wasn't always true. Now, it's no big deal at all. Just restart the game and everything's fine. That's... okay, yeah, that's just another entrance. Alright, let's duck behind the bar. And we have an average locked cabinet. Let's get it open. Ah, it's got the walkie-talkies we need. Quest completed. Gone fishing. And drink those and
Feels good to be doing some actual scouting.
check out this back room before we go. Oh, fishing lodge cabinet key. You found the key to the locked cabinet in the Zion fishing lodge. Are you going straight into the other DLCs? No, I'm kind of peppering the DLCs throughout the playthrough. Honest Hearts is the first one I've done. I don't know if you've been tracking the playthrough or not, but back in the main game, we've basically just gone all the way up to Novak and pretty fully explored the wasteland up to that point. And then popped in to do Honest Hearts. Then I'm going to play more of the main game for a little while. The second expansion I do is going to be Old World Blues. And I'm going to do Old World Blues pretty quick after this one, because I really want to get the superheated Saturnite Fist, because it's my endgame melee weapon. Alright. Let's get out of here. Alright, now we're going to head to this path over to the northeast. Old World Blues is a lot of fun, I agree. It's just zany. There's so much crazy shit happens in that DLC, it's awesome. Yeah, I've played the base game of New Vegas several times, but this will only be my second time doing most of the DLCs, so good lord. Got a bunch of wildlife, don't we? Okay, is there a friggin' reason? Oh, jeez. running away. I'm really running low on 556 ammo. That's not good. I should have done more research on what was and wasn't readily available in Zion and brought more.
So I finally get to explore all those taboo places without the other scouts yelling at me? Can't wait.
Kind of sad when you realize the household appliances in Old World Blues have more personality than all the characters in 3 and 4. Well, yeah, but that's I think that's sort of the point, right? Although it is yeah, I can interpret that as a compliment to Old World Blues, but you're certainly right about the lack of personality in most of the main cast. You know who I found incredibly underwhelming when I finally met him on my first playthrough, and really he never really recovered for me. I still think he's just a bland-ass mofo who's got no business leading one of the factions. That would be Caesar. Nobody in the NCR is really interesting, too. How about Mr. House? I like Mr. House. I thought he was well-crafted and well done.
Like the shadow of a ghost.
Get my power fist ready, because he's going to make his way over here soon enough. Well, I thought he would anyway. We're getting low on time, too. Just heads up, we'll be ending the stream in 10 or 15 minutes, because it'll be time for me to go to work. Well, take a shower and get ready and go to work, you know, the whole routine. I'm not going to go to work looking like this. There we go. Probably have just enough time to clear this next location I'm heading to, and then that'll be it. There's another gecko over there. I'm not sure where Follows Chalk got to, and frankly I don't care. I don't think he's going to be much help against what's coming. Oh, it's claiming I'm underwater. There we go. It's always kind of sad too. I get to it gets to be a little later, not so freakishly early. More people start showing up to the stream, and that's invariably right when I have to stop. Welcome everybody. Thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate you being here. Well, it's really pulling me backwards, isn't it? Oh, there's Follows. And And there's a fresh Yaogwai. Badly hurt, though. The fuck? Come on back here. This is bothersome to me. Okay, seriously, why are you running away? There we go. Are we done fucking around now? I don't even mind if you throw more enemies at me, just, you know, have them attack me instead of taking off down the river. Sweet Yaogwai Jesus. Alright, so now at this point, we've been seeing these paintings all over the place. They haven't really made much sense in any of their other locations, but those cave drawings will make a lot of sense once we get up here. We're hitting peak New Vegas here. yeah, we really are. So you can just see it from here, even though, oh, New Vegas never change. You can see spore plants up there, which will, as much as I'd love to run up and punch them, it's not a very good idea. You want to try and gun these down from a distance if you can, although it can be quite hard. They don't have any good locational damage targets, as you can see. All there really is the body. I might be able to... I can probably get quite a bit closer, though. There we go. Spooked him. Yeah, I suppose I did. Hey, St. Louis Rocker. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Bad memories of a future Vault. Oh, you're not a fan of Vault 22? I mean, I really like it, but that's mainly because I do think it's genuinely pretty spooky. By far one of the best locations in New Vegas. Apparently that one was a giant spore plant. That business is handled. Oh, look, here's some dead spore carriers. A runt and a brute. I'm going to assume they were killed by that giant Yaogwai, and that's why his health was so damaged. Vault 22 Dwellers Guard Camp. Although, to be fair, it is a little freaky. The spore carriers are a lot less scary when you realize that they're just a reskin of the Trogs from Fallout 3's The Pit. I personally found the Trogs quite a bit scarier. Well, I guess there's something to the fungal infection idea. Alright. The Vault 22 Dwellers Guard Camp. Oh. Let's see what all we got here. Beware, a vengeful spirit stalks these canyons. And there's a multi-plas rifle. Let's check that note, shall we? I've read all these already. They're from the survivors' computer terminals. Beware, a vengeful spirit stalks these canyons. If you're reading this message, then do yourself a favor and turn and run straight out of this canyon. For near 11 months, my people have been engaged in daily battle with an evil spirit of this place. Arriving February of last year with a party 118 strong, we were attacked by primitives and forced to defend ourselves, whereupon something began killing us in wide numbers. We have done our absolute best to find and kill this thing, thinking it was a man because it uses our firearms against us and traps of all kinds. But no man could defy our efforts as this thing has. It is more evil than any man could be. We have been reduced to just 34 of our number. We have lost 6 overseers before me. Some have perished from the sickness in their lungs we carried out of the vault, but that number is small next to the count of friends this thing has murdered. Now that I am finally made overseer, we are leaving straight away and will not return. If you have come to this paradise, this seeming paradise, seeking the fresh water, abundant game, and shelter you suppose you will find here, do not be deceived. You will find only death here. Leave at once and put miles between you and this place. May God have mercy on us all. J. Hendricks, Overseer, V-22 Expedition. Oh, interesting. Another one. I forgot there are actually a lot of goodies here. I love the survivalist. Yeah, he is a really, really cool, you know, unseen, invisible character. Alright. I think that's everything for the camp. So... Alright, so from here, let's head up this hill. We get the Ghost Den on our map. You bet the survivalist was a fun guy. Oh my lord. We've all heard that pun. For me, the first time I heard that pun was in middle school basic biology. Come here, broski. I'm counting on you, Super Slam. Don't let me down. It let me down. Let's try it again. Come on, Super Slam. Don't let me down. Super Slam's just not pulling its weight. All of a sudden. Come on. At some point, I begin to genuinely wonder, like, why isn't Super Slam working? It's crazy. Okay, well... I may need to do some retooling here. So clearly my strat is flawed. Maybe he's too big for Super Slam. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know, though. Oh, speaking of peak New Vegas, we're coming back. Oh, come on. That's enough running away. Jesus. Jesus Christ, Marie. There, finally. Still didn't work. Alright, well, let's do some shooting. As long as he wants to run away. Although I keep missing. That's better. Not going well at all. There. Oh, God. I really can't wait to get my good guns going. That's a ways away yet, but... Alright, let's fast travel back to the ghost den, since we didn't get to explore it. Oh hey, follows. So good of you to join me. Well, I actually don't really think there's much of anything up here at this point. Yeah, it'll happen later. Yeah, this place is empty for now. Okay, let me get back down to the river and then we're going to end for today. So it is time for me to head out to work.
Bet they don't have anything as nasty as Yao Guai out where you come from, huh?
Yeah, Orchid, the bear puns have been pretty spectacular, and I certainly hope they continue as long as we're in the Honest Hearts expansion. Good morning, Silent Pain. Unfortunately, you just popped in at the very end of the stream. It's time for me to shut it down and head to work, but never fear, as always, it's going to be archived on YouTube, and I think I enabled the option, so it should be archived on Twitch, too, so you'll be able to watch at your leisure. But that is it for today's stream. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I really appreciate it. As usual, I will be back Thursday morning for more Fallout. Until then, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for spending your morning with me. It's always really pleasant. I'd like to give a particular shout out to BBS Monkey, my first ever Twitch viewer. That makes me pretty happy. Thanks to my YouTube crew for being here and sticking it out. I appreciate that too. Have a wonderful Tuesday, wherever you are, and I will see you Thursday morning.